Yo, people, it is Wednesday the 15th. We are like almost halfway done with already the first month of 25.
Woo!
So, a little bit of changes will be coming next Wednesday. The shows will be dictated by the other co-hosts here. And yeah, I know you're going to be having a lot of fun with that.
And Ari requested to talk about Ricardo Lopez, the York Stalker.
Yeah, so we're gonna probably save that and many other topics that these three come up with, and then Mondays I'll try to do solo shows if work doesn't get in the way, but I'll talk more news stuff like that, and Fridays will just be our like regular game nights and stuff, and then God, I've been playing so much Pikmin 4 lately. I really have to show that game off because like I have now become like fully. I mean, I've always loved the Pikmin franchise ever since it started in like 2001. Like I had both games on the GameCube. I didn't play Pikmin 3 because of the Wii U, and I refused to buy the Switch version because it still has Wii U components. But like Pikmin 4 is the ultimate game. You don't even need to play the first three games in order to play this one because it's like an alternate timeline. But oh my god, it is so user friendly. So I'll show that off one of these days. But in the meantime, last week we did the Simpsons Omnibus for season 3, but we only did one half of it because there are plenty of episodes in there. So I figure we would finish this last part of the season 3 Omnibus and then move on to bigger and better things. If you could consider that, considering some of the topics Circus will want to do is like, okay, let's talk about how Thomas the Tank Engine sucks for like 2 hours. She'll have a top 100 list.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh no, I would be intrigued. I would be so intrigued. Here's why they picked the wrong Beetle to be the narrator.
Oh, come on. They chose the right one.
Yeah, well, they probably picked the only, because he's the only one that can pass off to be a narrator, if we were being honest.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let me get into, let me play some music in the background.
Oh, here we go again with the music.
This is going to be for our new people that might be coming in. This is actually a running gag between Joey and Circus.
Yep, always. But
don't worry, I'm gonna let Joey have his little revenge on me eventually. I'm gonna let him make like fucking Thomas one fucking day for the audience.
Are you?
In our Discord. So there you go, people.
Oh, that's why it won't work. Okay, it's mouse and stuff.
I was gonna say maybe one day like we'll have like VTube versions of ourselves, and then we could just like have like VTube interactions.
That would be kind of fun, actually. Though I've been trying to test this one, but unfortunately I don't have like the Windows OBS and all that stuff on my phone, which makes things a little bit more difficult for me because the fan on my laptop is just berserk, mostly from the dust. I think I've been trying to blow that bad boy up, and the fan still is giving me so much trouble.
Well, in the psychedelic laundromat budget, we'll see if we can get you a new laptop.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I hate having to do that to you guys. Like I said, I'm probably going to still try to wing it. Hell, I might just have to try to tap it a little bit so I can try to get some of the dust out of the fan. We'll see how that goes, because I miss my talking to you guys like this.
Yeah. But also consider this: if the dust doesn't settle, then we could do, one of the things that I am trying to do is like more community-driven stuff. So if people need to leave like their Cash Apps or something, or just need to like do the Venmos or something, and they just need money for whatever reason, it's like, oh hey, one of our fans needs help with shit. We'll send them their information, like kind of like how they do the mutual aid stuff on social media. It's like, drop your Cash App so we can help you out, that type deal. Because people are going to need that throughout the year and further beyond. So in that case, it would be almost not. It wouldn't be a gift. It would just be a way to say thank you for, for being a part of this. So anyway, let me get into the season 3 of Simpsons as Hit and Run plays in the background with the demo.
I'm just
Here we
finishing
go.
up my dinner. Then I'll be starting it.
Run over Millhouse again. I want another Millhouse run.
Oh no, not again! I told you, I didn't do anything. I don't care.
We don't care if your mom thinks you're special.
All right, so we left off halfway through season 3 last time, so this is technically the second half. So Radio Bart is the name of this first episode of the day. So this episode was actually based off a real life story about a girl named Baby Jessica McClure. She was 18. She fell down a well in Midland, Texas.
Oh, the baby fell in the well?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she was 18 months. Sorry, not 18 years old. Sorry.
I was about to say, a little bit too big falling down a wheel.
Well, I mean, hey, in this episode, but she fell down a well in Midland, Texas. They publicized it, and they paralleled. This episode is more of a parallel version of that incident that happened. They were actually thinking of actually digging by the well to try to get the baby out. They actually tried to get Bruce Springsteen to be in this episode, but he was like, "Fuck the Simpsons." So they got Sting instead from the Police, or I guess Sting was a solo artist at that point in like 1991, 2. This came out in 92. Yeah, this was like but I mean it was recorded in 91, so I think he was being a solo artist by the time he was by 91. Not to say Sting is 91. Oh my God, no, but the year 1991.
Can we turn down the music?
Why?
Which
You
one?
don't like the acoustic style of the cinematic universe?
It's just a little bit loud on my end.
And that was playing at half volume. Can you imagine if it was at this volume?
Things are fucking bright.
That is loud.
To me, that is normal. To me, that is normal volume. But then again, I grew up with a dad who used to be a rock star. So, anyway.
Well, I just have sensitive hearing. That's all.
So this now I can't even hear the music now. It's playing at like 35. Oh, now it's playing again. Okay. I guess that was the end of the loop. Anyway, so in this episode, it's Bart's birthday, and Homer doesn't know what to give Bart for his birthday. So he decides to get him this celebrity superstar microphone. It allows you to actually use the microphone and hack into other people's radios and just talk to them through the radio. Oh, hi, Hyman. Anyway, so they go to the Simpsons version of Chuck E. Cheese, but it's called what is it called? Wally Weasels. Because they can't use a mouse, so they're going to use a weasel. And Wally didn't even come out yet, the movie, so Disney couldn't say, "Hey, fuck you." Oh, they said "fuck you" later when they bought out Fox, and that's like, we
There
own
you
you
go.
now.
There you go.
So anyway, Bart hates all of his presents that he gets. The only thing that he really likes is like, "Hey, Bart, we got you this label maker." From like Aunt Patty and Selma. So he just like labels everything in the house, including Homer's ass, and it says "property of Bart Simpson." And he's like, "Oh, Bart took the last beer. I was really looking forward to that beer."
Wait a minute.
So finally, Bart decides that the microphone works after like two different demonstrations.
Headphones finally died. I can't hear what any of you are saying, so I'm just gonna switch this over.
How did that happen? I'm curious now. How do headphones die? I guess because of the wires like all fucked up, or are you using wireless?
It's probably the wires, but then again, I got these at
Ah.
like Dollar General, so I'm surprised they lasted this long.
Wow, Dollar General. Gee, wow, okay. That's another thing that's going to go into the laundromat budget.
Yeah, it's like the style that they have. It's comfier. I guess everyone in the chat F for the headphones that are gone.
Dead. All right. Bart finally gets convinced to try the microphone. And so one of the things he does is he goes, Rod, Todd, this is God. God, how are you talking through the radio? What do you mean, how am I talking through the radio? I'm God.
I'll be honest, I would do that too to them. Just to fuck with them.
And then Bart actually does a not a real life, but an interpretation of the real life events of when War of the Worlds played on the radio.
Oh no.
And yeah, Orson Welles, when he did the narration, everyone thought that it was like an actual like alien invasion, but Homer just they decide to do their version of it. But okay, so a little production note. When this particular thing happened with Bart pranking Homer with the War of the Worlds stuff, the original story was that Homer was going to drink a combination of, oh God, what was it? I'm looking in my notes here. Oh God, a Kool-Aid and rat poison.
Hold on, check your phone with a piece of chocolate.
So he was like, oh, I was going to drink this poison and spare my family for an alien invasion. But they decided that it would be too dark for television. So they tried to like take him. They was like, oh, he's going to take a shotgun and kill the aliens. So Bart's ultimate prank with this particular microphone is the well. He tries to convince everybody that there's a little boy called Timmy O'Toole trapped in a well. And so the townspeople decide to do everything they can to get him out of the well, but nobody can fit in the well because it's so small. And they're like, oh, we could just use a rope to get him climbed out. And then Bart's like, oh no, my foot is trapped under a rock. I can't use it to climb out. So they do the whole classic, like, oh, well, we got to do something for this kid. So they do like these fundraisers at the carnival and stuff. They even do like this thing with Sting and Krusty where they get like all the celebrities of Springfield to like sing a song like We Are the World. I don't know if anybody remembers that terrible, terrible song. I was subjected to listening to that song last year, and I'm like, no, that song was horrible. Yeah, but instead of We Are the World, we're like, we're sending all our love down the well. And they do their parody version of that. They even make fun of the fact, like, oh, we can't get him out, so we'll just go on TV and sing that he gets out soon. But eventually, like, Bart's plan ends up backfiring because Lisa figures out that it's really him. Because one day, like, Santa's little helper's, like, messing around with or trying to grab the microphone out of Bart's hands. And it's making the townspeople hear, like, dog sounds in the well. So they're thinking, like, oh, Timmy O'Toole has turned into a wolf-type creature. Not like Wolfman that's currently being shown on Peacock. But like is turned into a wolf-like creature, and then it's like, oh, everybody's gonna find out it was you, Bart, that did this because you left a property of Bart Simpson logo on your radio when you put it down the well. Bart's like, oh shit. So he goes to the well to try to get the radio back, but then he ultimately falls down the well himself and gets his leg caught under a rock the same way that he told everybody is Timmy. And of course, he tries to get help, and then he tells them what really happened. And then the townspeople are like, let him stay down there. Don't, however, bother helping him. Let him die in the well because he pranked us. So Bart ultimately, like, has a moment of heart where he's like, I've done a lot of bad stuff through the years. I guess now I'm paying the price, but there's so many things I never got a chance to do. Smoke a cigarette, use a fake ID, shave a swear word in my hair. So Homer gets like some inspiration and says, okay, we're getting a fucking crane, not a crane, but like one of those big bulldozers. We're going to bulldoze our way through this well to try to get him out. Meanwhile, as they're doing this operation, they're not even doing it on the news. They're like, oh, you know what? A squirrel just died. The squirrel dying is more important than rescuing Bart from the well. Meanwhile, Bart ultimately gets saved, and in order to prevent this from ever happening again, groundskeeper Willie just puts a sign right next to it that says, caution, well. Instead of doing like the most honorable thing and just like boarding up the well so that nobody goes in there, it's like, no, caution, well's right there. It's like the most, it's almost like when the people in Hey Arnold, they just put a board over a pothole. And it's like, a board, a lousy plywood board. That's the solution. Exact same principle here. So probably didn't learn a lot from this. That thing's like, it's blah, 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 blah. All right, this next episode is football related. So there's not going to be a lot of things. But interesting fact, when the Super Bowl happened for this particular episode, this was in 92. So at the time, they already knew who was going to the Super Bowl. And the episode aired around the same time that the Super Bowl was happening, or about to take place. So in this episode, Lisa is actually spending quality time with Homer by betting on football games. As Homer is such a big fan of football, and he bets money on them in like a secret betting ring that Moe runs in his tavern. And so, but obviously Lisa wants to spend time with Homer, but it's like, he's not interested in my Malibu Stacy collection. It's like, well, honey, that's the thing. Men don't like girly things. It's like, you should probably just get interested in the stuff he likes, like football. Like, okay. So they watch a football game, and then like Homer bets $50 on the game that Lisa ends up predicting the winner for. And so it becomes like a thing with them. It's like every Sunday they watch football together, and Lisa always bets on the exact winners. And the thing is, she never gets it wrong. The predictions are always right. She knows exactly which team will win every time. And then Homer gets fucking rich from it. To the point where he also convinces Lisa, like, oh, Sunday is now Daddy-Daughter Day. So they make so much money from Moe that like Homer's able to buy everybody all of these fancy things for the family. It's like Christmas come early. Homer gets a foot massager. Marge gets to smell like Meryl Streep because Meryl Streep apparently has her own perfume in this line of work now. Bart gets like one of those things that you would get at Spencer's where it's like, you might be a redneck. I don't know if anybody remembers like those, you might be a redneck books or something like that. But no, this one was more like, it's one of those buttons you push and one of them is like, go to hell, and stuff like that. So he ends up getting that as a gift. Homer eventually tells Marge that, he's been using Lisa to help pay for all this by doing like illegal gambling. It's like, I told you I would get mad. You promised me not to get mad. I told you I was going to get mad over it. And so eventually Lisa's like, hey Dad, maybe after the Super Bowl and maybe football's over, we can go hiking. And he's like, oh, no. That the only reason that Daddy-Daughter Day existed is so that you can help me predict football games. Like, Daddy-Daughter Day only happens like 3 months out of the year or something like that. And Lisa gets fucking upset over it. Because also Homer bought a lot of Malibu Safety stuff for her. Like you can think of almost every merchandise of Barbie that has ever existed on the face of the planet. Homer bought that for her. And then she just looks around her room with all this Malibu Stacy stuff and like, Malibu Stacy, all this was bought with dirty money. You're going back into the shoebox. It may not be pretty, but damn it, it's honest. And then she sells all of her Malibu Stacy stuff to all of her friends in school. And they just crowd her house like it's like the fucking Black Friday on after Thanksgiving. Everybody's like crawling
Pre-internet
through
Black Friday, you mean?
Yeah, like everybody's trying to ram through the cars like it's almost like the zombies from Night of the Living Dead. So Homer tries to apologize, but the apology is just a way to be like, so, who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl? And Lisa's like, put me
what
the
fuck?
fuck
Get off
down.
my car.
You mean rocket ship?
Oh,
I mean, the game is called Hit and Run, so to be fair.
I know, but like, this guy's driving like an asshole.
Again, the game is called Hit and Run. This is like GTA all over again.
Oh gosh, yep, you're terrible at driving. Did you see that?
Yep.
The front end went up.
As my friend would say when I played that ambulance game in the arcade in the movie theaters, like, oh my god, that driver's worse than you! I wish I still had video of that. My friend recorded that entire thing. Not Lenny!
I was gonna say, did I just hit Lenny?
Yes, you did.
Rest in peace, little Lenny.
First thing tomorrow morning, I'm gonna punch Lenny in the back of the head.
Then I'm gonna kick him in the balls in the afternoon.
And then I'm gonna save his life because that egg sandwich he was eating could have killed him from cholesterol. Alright, so...
I almost hit an Italian
so anyway,
guy.
back to the episode. You almost hit an Italian guy?
Yeah, because I think I just heard them asking what's the matter with me.
Anyway, so Lisa decides like, okay, Dad, I'll tell you who's gonna win. So there's only two ways this is gonna happen. If Washington wins, then I love you. If Buffalo wins, then I'll hate you for the rest of my life. That's the bet. And by the way, like I said, Lisa actually predicted the real life Super Bowl for that year because it was Washington back when they had a racist name. So I won't say the racist name out loud.
Oh, the Redskins.
But yeah, but they're called the Commanders now. Yeah, and they played the Buffalo Bills. So Washington ends up winning in the show and in real life. So actually, I think they had like a oh no, that's just a different trivia. But yeah, Washington wins, and Homer's like, "Oh, Lisa loves me," and they go hiking, and everything's good. Although Homer runs out of breath when they go up the mountain. He's like, "Can we go home now?" No, we need to see the sunset. I hate sunsets. I just want to go beer and watch TV. All right, next episode. Oh, this is the one where Marge finally has a mental breakdown because she's the housewife, and the housewife now does everything for all the kids and Homer while they're off to school and work. So she has to do all the fucking chores. So this episode is like, oh, for all the housewives out there, this episode's for you. You probably get so stressed out of your day that you probably just want to stop in the middle of the fucking highway and just like and just be like, I'm tired of this shit.
That's my favorite day.
There's even at one point like when why are you driving a car that has already been burned and is like spinning across the road?
Because I thought it'd be funny.
Oh god. You know, Phil has to do for the walls.
Won't be laughing when you're in the hospital with all those skid burns on your hair.
Oh, I'm sure Bart will need a tetanus shot after this.
And he's like, cool.
Mine.
Black Van Pizza. It's not the pizza for anyone.
Oh, cool. I'm back where I needed to be.
All right. Anyway,
Black
so
Van
there's
Pizza, yeah.
What is that?
that was Mooney attempting to sing jazz.
No, not that. This kid.
Oh, that's one of the that's one of the kids from the Big Brother thing.
He has a 5 head.
That's the point.
Sorry,
Your
I was
dad
actually
is-
trying to parody the Krusty Krab pizza song too.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
Yeah, so Marge is like, oh, like Marge has got to take like Homer's ball to get flushed out because he doesn't want to use alley balls. Bart and Lisa are just like acting wild in the car. There's even one point where like her voice gets demonic. He's like, get out. They're just like, what the fuck was that?
Wait, I want to do the voice.
Well, that was probably that was more Cookie Monster than anything.
Cookie wants you to get out.
But no, and then she's like listening to like those shock radio DJs from back in the 90s, like they used to prank call people saying that their spouses died and stuff like that. So eventually, like, she just loses it in the middle of the highway, turns the car off, and just is like a standstill. And every time people would come up to the door, she would growl like a lion. Me like Duff beer.
Oh no, my cat wants to beat my arm up.
Okay, I like that icon. I mean, I like that profile pic.
John Nuke, you got an appreciator.
What? You don't like it? Tester don't
All right.
like me growling.
So it has to take Homer to get Marge out of the car because she's still stuck in the car. She refuses to get out. So eventually
Holy shit,
they...
I got 2 of them.
So
Not
after
just
getting
one.
arrested, and then Mayor Quimby's like, you let her out, Chief Wiggum, otherwise I'm gonna make your life a living hell. If a woman goes to prison, it's the end of my political career. So yeah, so they release Marge out of prison because they called her a political prisoner. And then Marge's like, you know, homie, I need to go on a vacation. Marge, no, you can't go on a vacation. Who will take care of me? Who will take care of the kids?
The Krusty Krab pizza?
Well, no, Patty and Selma have to take care of Bart and Lisa, but Maggie refuses to leave, so now Homer has to take care of Maggie all by himself.
The damn cat wants to attack me now. After growling.
What are you doing?
So it's a nightmare for Bart and Lisa at Patty and Selma's house because they're like, it's like, oh, we have to sit up and watch MacGyver. And it's like, oh, Bart, you'll be sleeping with me. Lisa, you'll be sleeping with Selma. Yeah, I'm told that I snore. And
Why are you sitting on my arm?
He has no hands. This man
what do you
got
mean?
No...
I've got hands.
Oh wait, there it is. Just the angle didn't look like it.
Oh, I forgot. Sylph's fascination of looking at people inside driving cars. When GTA 6 comes out, I expect that's what Sylph's gonna be doing.
Oh gosh, that's gonna take so much space in my computer if I get it.
When you get off my arm, you're standing on it. Anybody want to babysit a cat?
I can't. You know I'm allergic to cats.
I was asking.
I don't want Elliot to be a little bully.
And it's
You
gonna be
heard
like
him.
Larry.
You hear him talking. Stop it! No!
Well, Circus is having cat issues.
Yeah, he wants to fight and play right now.
Mine has his claws still. And he likes to smack.
Anyway, so Marge decides to go on vacation. Patty and Selma apparently have blackhead guns in their closet, according to Lisa. And they also check out all of their like big bras for some reason. And they can't sleep. Oh, and I think there was also a point where like Bart or Lisa had to help Patty and Selma with like shaving a certain area of their body.
Oh
Her
no.
legs.
Like, oh, okay, that I'm gonna pretend that's what they mean.
I can't remember what it was. Maybe the wiki will say what it was.
No, Chester. Go to sleep.
Even worse would be armpit. So the smell.
Oh no, sorry, it wasn't shaving. It was rubbing their feet.
Ah.
Meanwhile, Homer does such a bad job taking care of Maggie that Maggie then escapes the house trying to find Marge, and even contemplates jumping off the Krusty Burger building.
What?
Well, Chief Wiggum's like, I know, but you got your whole life ahead of you.
Because she thinks the Krusty Burgers thing looks like Marge.
Yeah, exactly. But they thought she was gonna jump or something.
I need to get.
Yeah. So Marge goes to this fancy hotel, stuff like that, and and she just gets like a bottle of tequila, some fucking ice cream, and just like lays in the bathtub. And my thought was, why couldn't she have just done this at home? Why did she have to go to a fancy hotel to do all of this?
Do you know how many interruptions you probably would have gotten?
No, I if I was her, I would have been like, okay, if this door is closed, nobody disturbs me. No, in fact, actually, you know what it was? After Marge comes
This door
back,
better stay closed or so.
yeah,
Or may God have mercy on you, because I won't.
yeah, because no, what happens is like Marge comes back, the kid, Homer, Bart, and Lisa look like she looks at them like, wow, those three need a vacation. But the whole family's like, okay, we'll do anything you want, Mom. Just make sure that you never go on vacation again.
Stop it.
I'll take them stacks of money from you.
Yeah! Ride a cowboy.
Well, I was more Sandy Cheeks than Cletus.
I wasn't trying
All right, this episode is pretty fucked up. So Bart gets detention because he was too busy playing with his yo-yo. Because apparently they were doing like those yo-yo performances. Remember when like yo-yos were a thing in the 90s? Like the yo-yo like fad.
Yeah.
Everybody had to do their own style of yo-yoing and stuff.
Dude.
Well, they watched some like professional yo-yoers come along and do like a yo-yo show, and then everybody in the school just gets yo-yos, and then eventually the last straw for Mrs. Krabappel was Bart like putting his yo-yo through the fish tank and killing the fish.
Oh, rest in peace.
So Bart has to get like 1 month's detention. Meanwhile, Edna is trying to use the newspaper version of Tinder so that she can find a boyfriend. One of them is Jasper. Doesn't go well. So Bart finds out about this and decides,
that's a paddling thing?
Yeah, it's a paddling. Yes.
Oh, fucking hell. That train fucked me up. I was close.
Oh, they don't do bronze, silver, gold in this game.
Yeah.
You have to get everything. Oh wow. 2003. Nowadays they just give you like certain medals if you complete it in a certain time.
This is
Anyway.
Oh fuck. Hello. That thing's gonna blow up.
So anyway, Bart finds out that Krabappel's got like newspaper Tinder and decides to put in his own personal ad in there. to kind of mess with her. It was like just makes up a completely fake just a fake persona named Woodrow, who looks like who looks like a hockey player, a retired hockey player.
I could have done that this whole time.
Meanwhile, Santa's little helper needs a doghouse, so Homer decides to build him a doghouse. But when he does, he swears like a sailor in front of like Rod and Todd, or no, Todd specifically. So, Todd, would you like some mixed vegetables? Hell no. What did you say? I said I don't want any damn vegetables. And that's where that meme comes from.
I don't want any damn vegetables.
Oh no,
So,
we got a badass over here.
So Flanders finds out that it's Homer's the one that's saying all this, like swearing. And so Marge's like, okay, Homer, every time you swear, you're going to put a quarter in the swear jar.
Wow, how's that gonna work?
Well, it works because, like, he swears at church, he swears at the bowling alley, he tells Flanders to shave off his mustache, and when Flanders does, he gets put into a commercial and starts making, like, 6-figure salary, so he swears on that. He can't build the doghouse properly, so he swears in front of Lisa. He gets attacked by a hive full of bees, and he swears so much while he's getting stung that he
that
puts,
one
like,
makes
a
a little bit of
gajillion...
sense.
He puts a gajillion quarters in there. So... Meanwhile, while that's going on, Bart is convincing Edna that, like, this, or not convincing, but it's just playing Mrs. Krabappel for a fiddle, you know, just like completely trolling her. Eventually, let me just say, I won't say that she sent nudes, but let's just say that she sent Bart some highly suggestive photos of her in, like, very sexy lingerie.Ll say that. And again, Krabappel
have a seat.
And well, again, Krabappel doesn't know that this is Bart doing it.
I know. Just making a joke.
I know.
There.
Hey, Sylph and I were just.
Oh, I think
What
Mooney's popping in and out.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
They're defending themselves somehow. That's not until season 4, John, but yes, I know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Must protect sugar.
I want to have more than winter greens while I'm in like a candy land and I'm eating all these.
Stay for the sugar.
There's one point where Bart like convinces Krabappel to like meet her fake date at a restaurant. So she gets to the restaurant, she's completely crying her eyes out, and then Bart starts to feel bad. After he just spent like 2 hours in a movie while the date was supposedly going on, but the guy never showed up, so it's like, oh no. Meanwhile, Homer, to finish the bee storyline, they just buy a new doghouse with all the swear jar money that Homer put in. But before that, he was like he's trying to build the doghouse. He breaks his thumb by hitting it with a hammer. He's like, ouch, that's broken. And then sticks a nail through his shoe. He's like, fiddle-dee-tee, that will require a tetanus shot. I am not going to swear, but I am going to kick this doghouse down! So Bart reveals to his family that, yes, he's been doing a very cruel thing by making Krabappel believe that that there was a real man named Woodrow that's a sexist, not a sexist, but a sexy god. Although sexist god could have worked too. So the family then decides to come up with like a farewell love letter for her to make her feel like, I have to leave you, but every time you go to the beach and you hear the waves, it will whisper the name Edna. And that apparently is enough to make her feel happy to the point where it's like, Bart, it's such a nice day today, let's have detention outside.
That's
then
the
that's
sound
how
of
the
forgiveness,
episode
Bart.
ends.
Screaming and then silence.
And that's how the episode ends. Okay, now this next episode has got a lot of baseball stars in it, so probably none of you will know who these people are. But anyway, so Bart's, or no, not Bart, but Homer's got like a company softball team, and so he decides to bring out his bat called the Wonder Bat, and so he does so well with the bat that they end up winning a game for the first time. But Mr. Burns decides, you know what? I'm going to challenge the other guy that's got a power plant to a bet to see which our team can win. And whoever wins, I think, gets part of the power plant or something like that. Anyway, because it's the championship game. So Mr. Burns decides to get a bunch of MLB players to take part of his team by giving them jobs at the power plant, which means Homer's not going to be playing. And it's a series of unfortunate events happens to a lot of the baseball players. And I'm trying to think about some of them. Steve Sachs was one of the players. He gets arrested by the cops because he's like, oh, we can pin all the murders in New York City on him because, you know, cops are corrupt. And the Simpsons were trying to prove that cops were corrupt back in 1991. There's a baseball player named Mike Scioscia who worked in like one of the highly nuclear areas of the power plant. And so he had got radiation poisoning. And so he's going to die in a few minutes. This baseball player you'll probably know, Ken Griffey Jr., because he's got his own like baseball games.
I heard the name, I can't remember the face.
Yeah, but anyway, they gave him like some Mr. Burns gave him some nerve tonic, and he got so addicted to it that it ended up making his entire body gigantic. Jose Canseco, he was rescuing a mother and her baby from a fire, but apparently this woman had so much stuff in her house that's like, okay, you got my baby? Thank you. Oh, did you get my dog? Yeah. Oh, my piano. And he's like, okay, the dryer goes on the right. Yes, ma'am. Ugh. So he's spending his entire time just trying to get all the stuff out of her house.
Wasn't he also on a bunch of reality shows?
Oh, Jose Canseco? Oh, yeah. He's been, well, I mean, in real life, he was the one that actually exposed the steroid scandal in baseball. He got up in front of the entire court and basically told the truth about everything. And he got, well, let's just say that the entire baseball league decided to ostracize him for the rest of his life. For exposing it, because baseball was really big in the late 90s because they used to promote a lot. It's like, oh, Mark McGwire and Barry Bonds, we're gonna find out they're gonna break their home run record and stuff. Well, it turns out both of them were on like some high class drugs, steroids, I should say, and they got like so buff that it ended up catching the federal government's attention. And so Jose Canseco went, yeah, like, oh yeah, all of us took steroids, to make our bodies bigger so that we can get like bigger home runs and better scores. Because that was the only way people would watch baseball back then. But then when the steroid thing happened, they stopped watching baseball. But yeah, he went on a lot of reality shows after that, including Assholes reality show, where he wanted to punch a gay man in the face. Even though that gay man was a tax evader and refused to just pay taxes and all, and was a complete dick, but at the same time, it's like you still want to punch a gay man. Let's see. I'm trying to think other ones. Roger Clemens, he got hypnotized by the hypnotist who was trying to make them all think that they were going to beat Shelbyville by like just hypnotizing them to be good players, but the hypnotist made him think that he was a chicken the entire time. So Roger Clemens is going around going Ozzie Smith, he went to this carnival, and then he went into like one of those tents where it's like once you go in, you never get back. And so he's like stuck in a endless vortex. Oh yeah, Sammy Sosa too, Sketchity. Yes, I forgot. It was him, Barry Bonds, and Mark McGuire. Oh yeah, and there was another one too, Wade Boggs. He got into a fight with Barney at the bar. They got drunk. He's like, and I say England's greatest prime minister was Lord Palmerston. And so Barney
this
just
is one of the most annoying missions ever.
Barney
But you gotta admit, Sylph, it does have a pretty good music.
Yeah.
That's probably like the saving grace is the music.
Hold on. I gotta do my mental check-in really quick.
Mental check-in?
Oh yeah, I always do that. Gotta take care of the physical and mental health, The only player that actually stays is the one that takes Homer's position on the team, Daryl Strawberry. Who portrays himself in the episode as like a suck up to Mr. Burns. So he just says yes to everything Mr. Burns says. And then they win on sheer luck because Mr. Burns takes Daryl Strawberry out of the game and puts Homer in. And then Homer doesn't know the signals that Burns is giving him. And so he just gets knocked out by a baseball. I mean, literally, the baseball hits him in the head and knocks him out cold. But since there were already like 3 players on the bases, it means like, that means they won the game because the bases were loaded. So that meant they got a run in the inning because it was a tie game. And it was like, Homer won by doing absolutely nothing. He beat Luigi at his own game. Okay. Next episode. Okay, so this one is... Okay, you remember when standardized tests were out, or those tests that looked like... I don't know if anybody took this in school, but this was like one of those tests where they determined what your career would end up being in the future.
Oh, the aptitude test?
Yes, the aptitude tests. So Bart and Lisa have to take aptitude. Wow.
Aptitude.
I almost said...
Wow, that's a tongue twister.
Yeah, it was a combination of abstinence and prostitutes, which makes no fucking sense.
That's the most ironic thing I've ever heard.
Can you imagine a sex worker that is like abstinent? That would make no sense.
Virgin Mary did it. Just kidding.
Well, I mean, hey, that was a made-up story that was told in fairy tales. But anyway,
I'm just joking.
So Bart and Lisa have to take these aptitude tests. Lisa hold on. Sketchy saying, my science teacher in high school loved baseball, but he was like, Barry Bonds, I don't believe he doesn't take roids. Yes, they all took roids back in those times. Especially the Yankees. Oh my God. Like, if you grew up around my family in the late 90s, like, they were such big Yankees fans. Every time they won the World Series, which was pretty much every single fucking year, it would be a celebration in my house. The day the Marlins won the World Series, I was like 7 years old. I got the headline from the local newspaper and printed onto a shirt. And my dad kept it for so many years until I was big enough to wear it that I ended up getting it. And I wore it like at work all the time. And so everyone knew I was a Marlins fan. So I was like ecstatic when they won. And then the steroids thing happened and they were like, no. Anyway. So Lisa ends up getting homemaker as her results. And then Bart gets police officer.
Yeah, I don't got this.
The last thing Mark needs is police officer.
I didn't, but I took standardized testimony.
Police officer.
Oh God, your science teacher is a Yankees fan? Yeah, my entire family was. I'm sure he loved that they went to the World Series this year. Anyway, what was it? So yeah, Bart ends up going on a few runs with the police, including trying to take down Snake. Who almost runs Bart down with a car. He's like, see you in hell, punk. But apparently it was like a narrow alley, and like Snake injures himself. It's like, oh, I'm badly hurt. But
Let me guess, the car just barely fit in the alley.
Yeah, and
That
he's so bloodied at the end of it. Yeah, but he becomes he becomes like a volunteer cop. And he's like, kid, I never thought I would have to say this, but can you cover us? So they actually give Bart a gun at one point to try to take down Snake.
Not so solid now, are you, Snake?
Dun 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 dun. But yeah, so on the other end though, Lisa just decides to just quit everything. She quits all of her practices at school. She just quits everything and just decides to eat potato chips all day. To the point where she ends up becoming like even worse than Bart. Like she just becomes like a complete rebel.
Wow.
And then ultimately Bart becomes the hall monitor for the school because Skinner's like, I'm so impressed with the way you've been doing this police work. I want you to be hall monitor.
The hall monitor.
And I almost said ball monitor from Hey Arnold. I was like, oh God, I'm thinking about the wrong thing. I was with a friend of mine back in when the holidays were around, and that's like our favorite episode to watch together. Like every time I see him, the first thing we say to each other is, I want it to be ball monitor. So now every time I think of like all monitor, I'm like thinking of that. But no, Bart becomes hall monitor and actually does a pretty good job. Like even the bullies start to get afraid of Bart. There's like, oh, Bart, do something. Like he takes Milhouse away. And everyone's like, yay, Milhouse is getting detention.
Speaking of Milhouse, we need to still run over him.
I know, I gotta find him after this.
So Lisa decides to be the biggest rebel ever and decides to take because she thinks that Miss Hoover can't teach because she's reading everything out of a teacher's book. Pretty much it's like it just gives her all the answers so she doesn't have to teach. So Lisa decides, you know what? I'm going to take all the teachers' books away from them and just hide them somewhere. And all the teachers are in a panic. It's like, I don't know how to teach. I need this book. Without this book, I can't teach. So Bart ends up finding out it's Lisa, but then he takes the fall for it so that Lisa doesn't ruin her life. Because he realized, like, oh, you're the smart one in the family. I got no brains. I'm not going to have a career after this. So I might as well take the fall and let you, because we can't have you being the bad apple in the family.
Like the old saying, it's like,
so
that's supposed to be, that's my job to be the bad apple, not yours.
Yep. Okay, the next one involves Santa's Little Helper, so we got a dog story here. I know Circus is the only one that doesn't have a dog. So, but Santa's Little Helper in this episode has a...
What the fuck?
Bitch!
I lost my dog last week.
I almost had it.
Oh, sorry, hold on.
Alright, I'm gonna do that one last.
In this episode, Santa's Little Helper has a twisted stomach. So he could die at any moment. So they have to take him to a vet. And they're like, it's going to cost $750 to do the operation. So it's like, Bart's like, I can't help but notice we're leaving the hospital. When is the dog going to get his surgery? Okay, Bart, let me tell you about doggy heaven.
Wow, that got dark real quick.
Mm-hmm. In doggy heaven, there are mountains of bones, and you can't look away without looking at another man's butt. I was like, is there a doggy hell? Of course there's a doggy hell. I mean, Hitler's dog is there, and Nixon's dog, what was it, Chester? Checkers. Oh, right, he's in hell. He's in dog hell.
Wait, why? They didn't choose to who that adopted them.
Oh, it's by association. Just by associating with them, they deserve hell.
Yeah, the old saying is guilt by association, bro.
Mm-hmm. So they decide to go with the surgery, but they have to cut back on a lot of things. Like Homer has to stop drinking beer. Bart has to get his hair cut for free at barber college. Marge has to give up her lottery ticket, which, by the way, Kent Brockman won the lottery. By the way, this is also where the Homer laughing while plated with gold meme comes from. Because he's talking about what he would do if he won the lottery, and it was all like, it was like, I'm just going to douse myself in 24 karat gold and then just become king of Springfield. Anyway, so Marge has to give up her lottery ticket, and then they have to, so let's see, instead of fried chicken, they now have to eat organ meat. Instead of ham, they have to eat spam. And then instead of pork chops, which is Homer's favorite food, they have to eat chub, which I don't even know what that is. But Lisa has to stop getting her books from the grocery store that has like all of the famous scientists in it. And then Maggie can't get any new baby clothes, so she has to wear the ones that are already ripping apart. So everyone pretty much blames the dog for all of their shortcomings. Like Bart is now completely bald. Lisa has to do a report on a scientist who was already going to be in the issue at the grocery store. It's like, oh, if I would have gotten that book, I would have already had my my facts straight. But now I have to read an old book that I found at the bus station. Marge doesn't play the lottery, and the one time she doesn't play, she actually has the lottery numbers that would have won her a lot of money. Yeah, and then Maggie's clothes completely rip apart.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah, very true.
So they just blame Santa's little helper for all of their misgivings, and they're like, "You're a dumb dog."
I feel like some of their problems have been solved easily. Like one of the Lisa thing, how libraries are free.
Well, no, if they did that, then they wouldn't be able to tell the story of like, oh, hey, everyone's life is miserable now because they're on a budget because they had to pay for their dog's surgery. So Santa's little helper runs away to Mr. Burns, of all people. So Mr. Burns decides to make him a vicious bloodhound by doing what they did in Clockwork Orange.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
And the Simpsons are trying everything they can to try to find Santa's little helper, which Bart does at Mr. Burns' mansion. And then he's like, oh my god, he's about to attack me. And then all he has to do is say the words, I love you, and Santa's little helper snaps out of it. Because it's like a flashback, like he just remembers everything from the time that they got him as a pet. And then he comes back home and everybody's petting him. It's like, oh, I want to pet him again. Homer, you just petted him for like 30 minutes. I know, I want to pet him again. You can pet the cat. The cat? What's the point?
Yeah, poor kitty.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a meme in season 5 where it's like, get that cat out of the way. Okay, here we go. Here's the infamous Colonel Homer episode. I say infamous because, yeah, this one, this one is pretty raunchy, I will say. In this episode, the Simpsons go to the movies. Bart and Lisa decide to go watch a scary movie. And, Homer and Marge decide to watch a very bad political movie.
Bro.
But Homer's like one of those people that always has to talk during the movie.
Of course.
And,
commentator.
It's like, this movie's too complicated. Oh, the floor is sticky. Who's that guy? What did that guy say when I said, who's that guy? Oh, that submarine is so fake. Look, you could see the strings. An octopus! Like, and then Marge is getting so fed up because he won't shut up. He's like, oh, I think that guy's a spy. Of course he's a spy! He just don't go through spy school! It's like, oh, wait, I heard how this ends. It turns out the secret code is the same nursery rhyme he told his daughter.
I gotta do.
What, Sylph?
Supposed to destroy the car, not follow it.
That's basically, it's not say, it's not the Flowers for Irene mission all over again.
Yeah, so eventually, like, the entire movie theater gets sick of Homer, and then Marge just says the words, "Shut up, Homer." And then the entire car ride home, Homer is, like, so mad that he's like, I'm just gonna drop the family off, and I'm just gonna go away and never come back.
Well, rip.
Down, Elliot, down.
Wait, Homer went to go get a carton of milk.
That never came back?
Yeah, he went to go get a carton of milk for 1,000 years. But in the meantime, he drives 100 miles out of town, and he goes to this redneck bar. He's like, hey, I want a Duff. We don't sell Duff. We sell Fud. Okay, Fud me. Meanwhile, the rednecks are like, hey, you, let's fight. Them's fighting words. Meanwhile, there's supposed to be like a waitress that sings for all the bar patrons because when they're drunk, he's like, well, I came up with this song as I was cleaning up all your dry blood and teeth. So she actually sings really well, but the song resonates with Homer so much. He's like, I gotta get your song. I can't get your song out of my brain. Because he goes back home and then he does nothing but sings the song all day. So then the next weekend, she drives all the way to Lurlene's house, which is not even a house, it's a trailer. But it's like, okay, let's go like to those old record stores where if you pay them $0.25, you get to make your own soundtrack type of deals. Those places aren't around anymore. But back then, if you wanted to make a record, that's how you did it. But the person that runs the store is like, hey, I got a cousin that owns a radio station. Let me give him this record and let's see what it does. And apparently her song gets so popular that she becomes like an overnight sensation. And then Marge starts getting jealous because she's like Homer's hanging around with Lurleen so much. He's like, Marge, you make it sound so seamy. All I did was spend the afternoon in her trailer watching her try on some outfits.
Those
Wait,
weren't
is
exactly the right.
character was voiced by that one King of the Hill voice actress?
Let me see. Who voices her? Beverly D'Angelo?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, her.
Yeah. She's
Bill's wife,
yeah,
right?
she put yeah. Who?
Let's see.
Wait,
Who?
one that plays. Is it her that plays Lenore?
Oh wait.
Wait, I didn't hear you, Soph. Well, who did you say the character?
Hold on a sec. Gonna make sure I got this right.
Yeah, because she plays Lurleen Lumpkin in this one. But Sylph's looking that up. Lurleen decides that she wants Homer to be his manager, so she gets him this Elvis suit that actually is like a cowboy outfit, but like it's like one of Elvis's old cowboy outfits that he wore when he was like big and everything. And he was like, sweat actually cleans this suit. So now he's called Colonel Homer. That's his manager name. He comes home, and then Marge is like, I don't want to look at you. I'm sick of that waitress and all the time you've been spending with her in this whole country music thing. So they get into a big fight because there's like, are you having an affair with this woman? No. Have you kissed her? No. Has she kissed you? A couple of times. So they have a big argument over it, and he's like, I'm going to be there for her because she's going to be an overnight sensation, or she already was. But then they go to the record label where she's like making up her new songs and everything. And she actually dedicates the song. It's actually called I Finally Bagged Me a Homer. And she's singing this right in front of Homer, and then Marge is just like staring like daggers of hell into her, into Lurleen. Even to the
Okay, never mind. I got her mixed up with someone else.
Okay.
Oh.
She staggers, like she's not staggers, but she's like staring daggers into Lurleen's soul that she ends up also grinding her teeth where it's loud enough that it ends up getting on the voice track. And then eventually, like, Homer says, like, oh, I got you a gig on Yahoo, except we can't call it Yahoo on here, so we'll call it Yeehaw! So so Sarah's like, oh, they want a new song, so you have to come up with something new. Oh, I got a song that'll be perfect for the show. So she plays it, and the song is basically, Homer, I want you in this bed with me right now.
Oh, no.
And I will do everything that you want me to do.
Wow, the audacity, I tell you.
But he's not getting it, is the problem. Like, she keeps thinking, will you bunk with me tonight? And he's like, I don't get it. What are you asking? And eventually it starts to happen. It's like, he starts to put two and two together. Like, wait a minute, you want to sleep with me? He's like, and she's like, yes, Homer J, I want to suck your dick for 12 hours. For giving me all of this stuff. And he's like, I'm running away.
Alright, now I can destroy the... Oh, no, I need a wrench. Right, now we can destroy the car.
If you can find it within 30 seconds.
Well, it's on your radar. Look at your mini-map.
I see it. Why? Oh, I thought it stopped.
Nope, it's just going the other way. So anyway, Homer goes to the show. There's a record producer there that's willing to buy Lurleen's contract away from Homer. So before he does, though,
Dad, will
he
you
goes
stop your
into...
taxi, son of a bitch! We got cell phones to destroy! Ow!
Fuck, I had 3 minutes and I lost it.
Bro!
I will destroy the Krusty Krab. You know, John Nook, if you haven't done it already, we got a Discord up. So if you want to put more memes in there, you absolutely could.
Do they even have the Discord link?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if John Nook's a part of it. That's why I'm asking John. Anyway.
Make sure the limit is like at most a day. At least
I would say an hour.
You always say it, Howard Joe.
What Joey wants me to do.
Anyway, so before he signs off Lurleen's contract to the record producer, like he visits her a dressing room. She tries to lock the door and then tries to like jump on him and like just do the nasty with him. He's like, my whole romantic life is flashing before my eyes.
This was before the cab sense thing was a controversy.
The cabs thing?
Consent!
Oh, I heard cabs.
Shit.
Well,
Yep,
you
the whole...
murdered somebody's self.
Well, it's not on the hit and run list.
And the
For
game's
them.
called Hit and Run, not murder people.
Might as well call it because everybody
It's
wants to murder everyone in
sir.
Springfield.
Oh, I guess because you were driving Mr. Plow's car, I guess you did like just plow him into oblivion.
Plowed to death.
All right,
Well, people
John
can
Luke's
put that in the
interested.
wrong context too, so.
Hey,
That
don't
name
blame me.
again
I
is
just played
Mr.
a bunch of Otome dating sims.
I mean, I played a lot of Otome and other games to know what's gonna happen, so trust me.
Are we gonna see that too, Sylph, soon?
Maybe.
Hashtag
anyway.
trust.
Oh, written though.
Okay, I put
And I
the
guess
Discord
there's a
link
full-
in there. It should be good for about 7
It's like
hours.
$8.
Okay, so after Homer escapes Lurlene's clutches because like she's literally trying to rip off his clothes and stuff, he runs like a bat out of hell, and then gets naked with Marge, and then and they have sex while Lurleen sings like her depression song about the fact that Homer ran away from her.
Wow, talk about irony.
Yep.
Oh, that works.
Can't remember. Oh, this episode. It took me a while to think, like, what was this one?
How
Okay,
many,
so this
how
was
many
the...
cars are there?
I don't know.
Oh, the Mr. Plow episode is a great episode. Yes, that's in season 4, John Nuke, again.
You gotta wait till season 4 for us to talk about that.
Oh, that.
Ooh.
The name again is Mr. Plow.
Mr. Plow. See you in hell, cell phone boy. She says that she's streaming with her cell phone.
All right, so this next episode is actually the second appearance of Sideshow Bob.
Oh, God.
He was put in jail for armed robbery in the first season, comes back in the third season wanting to marry Aunt Selma. Meanwhile, Soph is just murdering people left and right in Mr. Plow.
Why is there a third fucking cell phone user?
Third? I thought that's the fourth one.
Why the
Wait, why are we murdering people with cell phones?
For the mission for Professor Frank.
Well, why do we need to murder people for the cell phones? Why does Professor Frank not like cell phones?
You'll see soon enough.
I need to know now.
Joey,
Go
you'll
back.
see soon enough. Patience is a virtue, my guy.
But does it make sense, though? I have questions that need to be answered.
That would be considered spoiler territory, dude.
Oh, so you know what happens. Okay.
Joey,
I
boy.
get it. Okay.
Dude, I've played this game before, so I'm not even gonna say it.
this game before
Okay.
Yeah,
I
Joey, you're going in vanilla for once. You can't stand it.
Oh, no, I've gone vanilla once before
Oh, that one is
with
first
suggestions
minute.
from movie. Not like that.
I'm not talking about sexual booty. Joey's always on my butt about being
Oh
vanilla.
fuck! I just blew up my car.
Not Mr. Plow. And now you're going to go into a crazy taxi.
And you got like about
Meanwhile,
a minute, Phil.
Bart is not in the driver's seat, if you'll notice.
Nope. Because I guess you're not allowed to steal. Oh fuck! Sorry, fellow taxi driver.
Whom you wanted to take a look at so bad.
Oh no! I almost hit him.
No, I mean like through the window when you get
that
done with
person did a flip.
A Super McVarial 900. So anyway, back to the episode. Second appearance of Sideshow Bob wants to marry Aunt Selma for her money. Apparently she's got money from a stock. She's like, oh, I'm just going to marry you for that, secretly. Bart's the only one that doesn't trust the whole thing. Everyone else is like, oh, Sideshow Bob's out of prison? He's a good enough man to be taken seriously. Yeah, so they end up getting married. Bart figures out Sideshow Bob's plan is to burn down their hotel room.
You completed the task, Phil.
Task failed successfully.
I mean, hey, you got some money out of it. In coins.
I destroyed the other car by blowing up. That is
That is
an
so
accomplishment.
GTA.
That is beautiful, Phil. Very beautiful.
I wish I had the camera zoomed out so we could have seen it.
We're gonna watch it anyway, so
Instant replay you're talking about?
No, I mean just the camera, like the.
Okay, so what was the whole point?
You know, the
What was
whole
the
thing.
whole
You
point
could
of
have had a
blowing up
video.
these cars?
Well, what about? Here's the thing. You could have like had like a video editor that could actually show that.
Okay, what was the mission? Truckosaurus? Yep, Truckosaurus. Wait, so we did all this just so we can get a Truckosaurus cutscene?
Yeah.
That's why we had to blow people's cars up for just because they had cell phones?
Well, it's probably because of the connection is just hinders with the connection to wake up Truckosaurus.
Well, why are we waiting, why are we trying to... Wait, why are King and Kodos coming into the picture?
You'll find out soon.
I
love it. Joey's just going in.
This game makes no sense.
Welcome to the Simpsons.
Oh, fuck. Snow possible this evening.
All right. Anyway, let me get back to the episode. So Sideshow Bob plans to murder Aunt Selma by blowing up their hotel room because he's gonna fill up the room with gas because there was gonna be a gas leak because the fireplace that they were using in their honeymoon hotel was going to be a gas leak, and then when she lit her cigarette after watching MacGyver, the cigarette spark would cause the entire room to explode. But Bart caught wind of it beforehand, and Homer foolishly set it on fire because he was smoking with the rest of the cops. Oh no, it wasn't Homer, it was Chief Wiggum. They were all smoking cigars, and he accidentally threw his cigar in the hotel room, and it just exploded, making Sideshow Bob believe, like, oh hey, this happened.
Hold on, look. Hold on. Is that
the Wally? Yep, Wally Weasels.
Oh wait, and even better.
We cram fun down your throat. Oh yes, this is from the Radio Bart episode.
Now let's go kick Millhouse in the balls.
We'll get a chance to kick him.
It's not you, Millhouse. I just don't plan to ever get married.
Oh, I know this isn't for a very long time, but I kind of like how they had Lisa be in like a poly relationship with two ladies.
Yeah, that's like very, very later. All right. Let me see what the next episode is. Oh, this is the one episode that Otto gets.
And there he is on screen.
Yep.
Damn it, Otto.
Yeah, because what was it? Bart went to a Spinal Tap concert because one of the VAs was actually in the Spinal Tap movie. So yeah, so Spinal Tap is playing there, but the show goes horribly wrong because if anybody has never watched the Spinal Tap mockumentary,
driving a bus.
That's what he does. That's his job.
Yeah, but on a little bus.
Yes, not surprising. Yeah, so Homer decides to... No, not Homer, but Bart decides, you know what? I want to be a rock star. So they get him an electric guitar, but he sucks at playing. And then Otto, he gives the guitar to Otto, and then Otto plays the guitar for like 2 hours. And he's supposed to be driving them to school.
Gotta get... Fucking nerd.
Anyway, so Otto's late, and he ends up going like exactly how Self is driving. Otto just like runs into everybody, nearly runs over a cop picnic. And so Otto gets suspended without pay, so he can't drive a bus with that because he doesn't have a bus license. So I'm like, wait a minute, like how did he get hired if he didn't have a bus license? Anyway, so he's not able to afford his rent, so he lives in a so he lives in a garbage bin until Bart's like, oh, why don't you just live in my garage? Which Homer and Marge reluctantly allow him to stay in the garage. And he fails his bus license test because Patty's like, oh, you misspelled bus on your application. So eventually, like, BSU, or BUSS. Anyway, so he just does all these things around the house that just piss off Homer to the point he's like, okay, you're out of the house. So Bart tries to help Otto get his bus license, but he's like, alcohol increases your ability to drive. False! Aw, man. And so, like, in order to convince Otto to go with the test, like, oh yeah, did you know my dad called you a sponge? A sponge? I'll show him who's a sponge. It's like, I want to take the test again so I could staple my license to Homer Simpson's big bald head. And then Patty's like, really? Well, here's your written test. I'll get you started. B, C, D, A, B. And then he runs over every cone. He's like, oh, let's get some margaritas. I'm buying. So he gets his license just by being, just wanting to kill Homer.
Patty and Silver are just, like, mad respect.
Yep. Okay, here's a Millhouse episode for you.
There he is!
Yeah! Yeah! Right,
Oh no, not again! And she's doing it in the hockey costume too.
I love Millhouse so far.
You know, that would be really funny if we ever did a compilation of this. It would be like of Phil running over Millhouse. Wow, pitch of anger, but Phil.
You could have just done that for 2 hours, and Circus would have been like, "This is better than porn."
Yeah.
Wow, so you can run over Millhouse, but when you try to kick him, it doesn't work. That logic makes no sense. Oh wow, Millhouse is indestructible. You're not really running him over. He's just like, nope. I'm invincible. And he just goes through the car. Like, the car just goes through him. He doesn't even feel it.
Alright, I can't kick him because he has a quest to give me.
Oh.
So you got bummed out, Circus. Millhouse was like, not today, motherfucker.
That's alright. That's alright, motherfucker. We'll find a way.
Okay, so in this Millhouse episode, there's a new girl in the class that he's absolutely smitten with.
The one kisses.
What?
The one that he gets caught kissing.
Yes. John Nuke says, Millhouse was training under 100% gravity, which is why he got stronger.
Oh, like the hyperbolic time chamber?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I gotta get that wrench.
Yeah, he's just making out with his new girlfriend in Bart's treehouse every day. Which pisses off Bart because Bart's secretly in love with Millhouse. In the B story, like, Lisa tries to help Homer lose weight by giving him subliminal messaging tapes. But the people send the wrong tape, which is just like a vocabulary building. So Homer's vocabulary just gets better, but he eats like so much that he gains 13 pounds in 2 weeks.
Sounds like me on a Tuesday.
Which is how much weight I lost during the holidays in that amount of time period.
You lost it, I gained it.
I didn't give it to you, though.
Yes, you did.
Oh, he did a flip.
And he just got right back up. You know, this is appropriate for that one song, I Get Knocked Down. but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. That's
Funny, I
Millhouse's
was actually the one that
theme
actually
song.
put, you know.
1, 2.
Mooney got cut off again.
No, I was just saying there was Indestructible by Disturbed too.
So Bart tries to convince Millhouse's girlfriend's dad that they're having sex in the treehouse. So the dad comes, takes her away, forces her to go to an all-girls school. And then Millhouse is like, how could this have happened? We started out like Romeo and Juliet, but it ended up in tragedy.
I mean, considering that they're both alive, I'd consider that a win. Just not.
Like, there stands a broken man. It's recessed everywhere, but in his heart.
Didn't he give him a giant bucket of gummy worms?
A what?
A giant bucket of gummy worms.
No. Not in this episode, at least.
Hi, Elliot.
Bart reveals to him what happened, and then Millhouse tries to kill him by choking him out. But then Bart kills Millhouse by swinging a magic 8-ball at his head, which they somehow miraculously survive from. So they try to go visit her at the all-girls school. She's like, "Oh, I'll kiss you one last time, and then never again."
I'm convinced Millhouse's parents are brother and sister.
It's called dignity. You got that? Dignity, which is what you lack.
Because they look way too much alike.
Well, I mean, they were divorced for many seasons and then got back together.
I still say they are brother and sister.
Oh no, they already have that type of character in the show.
Yeah. Cletus.
I'll take them sacks of money from you. Oh, let's stop the fussing and the feuding. I love you, Pa. I love you, Cletus.
Having fun over there.
I gotta stop. I've gotta stop.
For now, at least.
Hi.
Hey, Elliot.
All right, and
Hello, baby.
all right, and the very last
Baby.
episode of season 3 is the Danny DeVito episode.
Die in the house.
Like, what is your fascination with Millhouse anyway?
He's just so kickable.
Baby.
What does
boy,
that
hi.
mean?
Means he's a kid you want to fucking beat the fuck out of.
Oh,
Why?
so he's got that punchable face.
Yep.
Punchable face, sir.
And who says? Here we go.
See, it's a good thing. See, it's a thing. Circus is not playing this game.
Nah, I'm just having Circus act as my intrusive thoughts.
Oh God! So she's the brains, you're the brawn.
Yep.
Oh no, that's just the evil sitting on my shoulder.
Oh God!
Yeah,
Then I guess
yeah.
Mooney's the
Run him over.
angel in this situation.
Run him over.
I can't. My meter's almost full.
No, that's why.
Yeah, we gotta get the hell out of here before the cops decide to try to run us down and take 50 of your coins. Again.
Just go into the Duff factory. They won't find you there.
The fear for you.
Donut shop. They definitely.
We have a dub. What the shit? We are pretty much
It's gonna make
cooked.
me do this whole thing over again.
Aww.
Damn it,
Probably.
Millhouse.
What? I gotta have everything on a time limit.
That's why nobody likes you.
Why don't you like me? Samantha liked me. That's why we kissed in the treehouse for 5 days.
And yet she still left your stupid ass.
No, because her dad sent her to an all-girls school.
And then she hooked up with Todd again.
What?
Some guy I made up in my brain named Todd.
But there's
Oh, not the
there is
Todd.
a but there is a
There's
Todd.
already a Todd. Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
Todd in the show
but there is-
already.
But then again, some people
not Christian
when some girls grow up
Todd.
at some girls in an all-girls school kind of hook up once in a while, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fine,
are you
know
trying
what,
to say?
Tanya?
Are you trying to say, Mooney? Are you trying to say that the good Christian girls like to fuck around?
Yes.
That's the cruel irony of it.
Well, I could tell you from firsthand experience that is not the case. It is actually the men that want to do that.
Well,
They are so horny, they will do it with each other if they could.
I mean,
Hi, baby boy.
it depends on the situation.
Who's baby boy? You are baby boy.
Elliot, you're interfering with kicking Millhouse's ass time.
He's just sitting here.
Just like my cat's asleep on the bed. You know what's funny? I actually accidentally. Anyways.
Baby boy. Baby boy.
Anyway, so the last episode of season 3, like I was saying, is the Danny DeVito episode, because he played Homer's half brother in the second season, but then he became a hobo because Homer pretty much ruined his car company by making an $82,000 car. So Homer wins a check because his sperm is sterile, so he can no longer have babies because of all the radiation poisoning going out of the power plant. So in order to prevent them from getting sued, Mr. Burns just gives him a check and an award for $2,000. And so Danny DeVito decides to go over and say, like, oh, hey, I could use that $2,000 to come up with an idea. And the idea is Danny DeVito's going to invent a baby translator.
Damn it. The sign's right there, too. Alright, I can get this.
So he ends up creating a baby translator using Maggie as his
Test subject?
Test subject, yes. And it actually works. And so he becomes rich again. And the one thing that Homer wanted was this massage chair that made him think it was 2001: A Space Odyssey. Which would have been really cool if I would have got that massage chair. But instead, I got a massage bed. But yeah, so he got the chair. Bart gets a membership to the NRA, which didn't age very well.
Yikes.
Yikes!
Like Lisa gets some subscription to a magazine. Marge gets a new washer and dryer, and Maggie just wants to eat the dog food.
Aww.
And so that's how that episode ends, and that's how season 3 ends. Oh my god, the fucking casino with the Burns mermaid.
The Burmaid.
The mermaid!
Once we get to that episode in season 5. Season 5 is my favorite, so I'll go into more detail about season 5.
We're gonna have to double up on Simpsons omnibuses this year, then.
Okay.
I've designed it myself. I know what people like. It's got to have sex appeal and a catchy name. All right. Well, that's all of season 3. So I guess now we could just watch Sylv drive like a mad person.
The maniacs in the mailbox.
Once a month this year in order to get through 20 fucking years of Simpsons.
Well, I don't know if we want to go that far because I watched the latest season on the plane, but I will admit the later seasons are actually pretty good. I mean, there is a fucking union episode where Marge joins a union, and I'm like, why do people think this show sucks? Why? Because they're not doing the Because they're not doing the libertarian jokes anymore,
or the political correctness stuff.
Well, no, I mean they stopped doing the stereotypes because people, because we're at a point
finally.
Because we're at a point now in our society where doing stereotypes in media is not fun anymore. Why did you throw him into the waterfall?
Why not?
He already jumped into a waterfall and lost his glasses in season 5.
Wait, where'd he go?
He jumped in the football.
He responded.
I told you, I didn't do anything.
Oh no, he's done something this time. He keeps messing with Lisa by not saying where Bart is. Oh gosh, he got hit by another car.
And he's still moving. It's like, I'm indestructible. Why is he floating like a pig? He's floating like a Pikmin.
I don't know why he's floating like a Pikmin. Oh fuck, I gotta stop.
No! Oh!
We're just doing that season 5 episode over and over again.
Wait, I can kick him!
And you kicked him to his death. Oh no, wait, no. He's got no. Milhouse is a cat. He's got like 99 lives.
Long live the king.
Ah!
Okay, who's dying?
Somebody. Well, Milhouse.
wait.
Oh no, he didn't die. He just
Wait.
Look at him. Look at him. He's climbing. He's walking up that thing like it's nothing. Milhouse is God. He is a god amongst men.
I got a claw to the booby.
He's like, he can't die!
Elliot got scared by the laughing. So he jumped up and his little back feet got it.
He's like a cockroach. He can't die.
Right.
Jerry!
Oh, Jerry wouldn't even allow this.
Oh.
Alright, now that's good.
Hold on.
Long live the king, motherfucker.
Long live the king. Wait, is he gonna climb? Oh, he's gonna climb! Oh fuck, why did I jump? Why is my car's gonna fall? And Milhouse disappeared for good. Oh no.
Oh, there he is.
No, he's not. You cannot say that for certain because there he is, right in front of you, waiting to show Lisa his immortal powers. She'll kick him just enough times to where she'll be so impressed that she'll want to date him.
Joey, you need to, like, this.
Yes.
I need to clip Milhouse constantly getting thrown into the fucking pits.
Yes! Yes!
Into the pits of Tartarus with you.
You shall not pass!
You shall not pass.
I keep passing. Gas, that is.
50 ways to kill Milhouse.
Well, no, this is only just
Oh, wait,
the
he's
one
gonna
way
climb.
that Sylph has been killing Milhouse. But he's not even dying, because he's just climbing up the cliff like, this is my domain now.
Look at that.
It's like that main villain in like Indiana Jones that can't
What
die.
killed the dinosaurs, Milhouse?
The waterfalls.
Oops! I killed Milhouse! I'm okay.
Right, this calls for some daydreaming music, because that's what circus is, daydreaming, killing 9-year-old
What's 2
kids.
plus 2?
Oh, I love that. That was your fault. Oh, my car's stuck down there.
Oh, that's what you get for kicking Milhouse so many times.
I can
The
summon it.
curse is you lose your car.
Well, I mean, there is a phone booth nearby.
Random bystander.
You never even
John,
got to
I
see
bet
who it
Milhouse
is.
I bet Milhouse is strong enough to take on Frieza. Probably.
We're just having
I
too
mean,
much fun.
if Piccolo couldn't beat Frieza, Milhouse probably could. Somebody cat purring, or is somebody just passing gas?
My cat's in the bedroom. He wants to
No, I'm just I'm cracking up, so
right now.
Wait, Mooney, did you just say you were cracked up?
Cracking up from laughter.
Oh, I was about to say, like, Mooney's like
It's from
smoking
laughter.
I was about to say
I'm
Mooney
not-
was smoking crack while this was all going down. This is like turning into like some form of drug party. Like Circus is getting high off of Millhouse getting thrown around. Like Mooney's on crack. I don't know what Silva's on, but apparently they're getting scratched in their chest. So I don't know.
I call it evil.
Okay.
Why are you so hated, Millhouse? I'm gonna kick you over to the phone, and so you can go call someone who fucking cares.
He's floating like a Pikmin. When they get kicked on the. This is like GameCube.
Come on,
mechanics when
Millhouse,
the
we're
Pikmin
going to
gets
the
kicked.
to the nice phone. You can call someone who fucking cares. I don't know why I'm doing this voice.
Why won't you die?
Millhouse, I don't want to go on a date with you. I will kick you in the balls until we get to the telephone booth.
Wait,
I don't
why
know
is
what-
Lisa breakdancing?
Because Millhouse got served. Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck!
See, this is what happens when you don't
Run.
pay attention.
Run!
I thought I had one more left.
You had one.
This is
Well,
what happens
no,
when you
you
get
fucked
too
it up.
greedy. You get too greedy, this
The
happens.
meter's almost empty.
Your actions have consequences.
I mean, for self's sake, that they probably did just pull an Icarus and flew too close to the sun.
Okay. Well, now that the weed and the crack are gone,
Shut up.
All right, we're good. We are good. I got away.
I wish I had weed.
I
but
don't
not
know how.
crack.
I don't have crack in my system. Oh, hey, hey, it's Camp Krusty.
Oh
Under
God.
secret to
We
repair.
will always love Camp Krusty.
Krusty.
On a meditation.
Too bad we can't drown Millhouse in the lake.
No, he would just pop up like Jason.
Ah,
Oh gosh, we do not need another Jason.
Yeah, we already have Jason in space, which already ruined the franchise.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So they did the whole Camp Bart thing. I like that. Wait,
Yeah, like a-
what? Why was there a bee just?
It's a wasp.
yep.
Wait. Oh.
Didn't one at one point that the Simpsons did Lord of the Flies parody or something?
Yeah, that was season 9 when the kids got stranded on a deserted island.
All right, I need to go back there because there was a card I needed to get.
Or is it Otto's bus?
That too. But it's the
What
card
do
I
you need
need.
my bus for? So you can run over Millhouse again?
Yes.
Maybe if she runs over me enough times, she'll want to marry me.
No. No go, little dude.
What are you, Ed from Good Burger now? It's like, don't worry, little dude. Lisa will like you one day.
Oh.
Dude, it still kind of freaks me out that they gave Ed children.
Oh, in the sequel? I thought that was the best part.
That he named
Like,
after
he's got
food,
11,
right?
like he's got like 11 kids.
Yeah.
And then Karma Electra's the babysitter.
Mm-hmm. They're supposed to be making a Good Burger 3.
I wouldn't be surprised considering how well Good Burger 2 did. I just wonder what they're gonna do. Are they gonna bring Kirk back?
I hope so.
And they gonna bring are they gonna bring Sinbad back too? Because he was only a voice actor in the second one.
Why?
Gotta get
Why
my
you keep
card.
running over my stuff?
Why do you crush my car with the burger?
Hey there, Lola.
How the fuck do I get there?
You gotta go around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always gotta go around. There's never an entrance on the back. It's always the front.
Oh, okay, yeah, here's the entrance.
Oh, do you work here, little boy? Yeah. Well then, go right in, sir.
How old are you, little boy? I'm 21, sir. Get in the chair.
Get in the chair.
Lola.
What's got her? Is it her favorite human?
Yes. Alright, I think I know how to get it. Gotta get a car.
Yeah, I've never seen Lisa run that fast. Well, thank God she's wearing that hockey costume. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been able to kill these mechanical wasps. Oh God, now I'm thinking of the wasp woman from Harvester.
I mean, you can kill the wasps in casual wear too.
Well, now I'm just thinking of the Harvester wasps.
Alright, gotta be careful.
The meat.
Gotta be
Where's the meat,
precise.
Steve?
Gotta be... I almost fell.
Guess I could forget about the meat, huh?
Alright. I don't know why she's doing... Fuck!
Oh, she pulled a Mario.
Alright.
Super Lisa 64.
Yep.
It's me, Lisa Simpson. Hello.
Oh gosh.
Try and move closer. Okay, there's nothing... Oh, there's a bunch of good stuff over there.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Exactly where I needed to be.
I like how there's just those boxes of money just laying around waiting for you to grab it.
Yeah, buzz coins.
Yep.
Lisa's Machine. That's got to be based on an episode that I'm not remembering.
Yeah, all of these are references to stuff.
Yep.
And
All of these
thankfully, I
cards
get
are.
I get most of them because this is 2003 and this is like right around the time when I stopped watching. So I get some of these references.
Yeah, a big reason why people love this game is because, like, it's a really good love letter to the series and its fans.
Unlike the Simpsons movie game.
Was that developed by something related to EA?
I don't know. I don't know who made the game.
Because I know for a long time they've had a contract with that.
All right, let me look it up.
Which reminds me,
Wow, my screen just went
Simpsons
yellow like the Simpsons skin color.
Simpsons Tapped Out is either ended or it's ending very soon.
No, that would be the day.
Which it had a very interesting little side thing not side thing, little storyline that they did with one of the characters.
Yep, it was made by EA.
Okay, that's why it was asked then.
Yep.
Oh, there's the
no.
Lego Dimensions with the Simpsons in it?
There.
Oh, whatever. Why don't? How come nobody plays Road Rage?
That's the
I used to
taxi
play-
driver one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot I had Night of the Living Treehouse of Horror.
Ooh.
I had that on the Game Boy Color. Oh, I forgot I forgot the Simpsons tried to. I forgot the Simpsons tried to copy Tony Hawk Underground back in the day.
Oh yeah, so Simpsons skateboarding. I actually played that.
Yeah, I was just like, this ain't Tony Hawk's Underground.
I tried it, but it was kind of fun at first. But a lot of the missions were just ass to me.
Yeah, because it wasn't Tony Hawk. That's the problem.
And I think there's one of the problems is that if you wanted to check the stats, you had to like wait a little bit too long to see them do their little intro animation.
It's like, I got no time for that.
Thanks, Elliot.
What do you do?
I hear the digging noises.
Oh.
Oh, he's turning into a pigman.
Oh. Hey, it's okay.
Malibu State convertible.
I'm probably gonna drive to the location of the next mission, but not go through with it.
The Krusty Burger? You know, after all this time checking Millhouse's ass all the time, it would be a good place, you know, just to grab a little something to bite.
You know, I'm surprised Krusty the Clown didn't sue Mr. Krabs.
That would be one crossover that we have yet to see.
Alright, I guess
Carol.
Millhouse is gone.
Yep.
Sorry, Circus. Your weed, your non-weed weed is gone now.
Boo.
For a second,
Well,
I thought
we're-
you said Wii, as in, like, you know, the Nintendo Wii.
Oh, no, that's gone. That's gone too. I mean, eventually we'll get the Switch too, or whatever they decide to call it. Which people are rumoring that it's going to be at the next Direct in February.
Oh, I've got the money for it.
I'm already gonna get it when it comes out. I'll be like first in line. I'll be like Homer, second in line, and all I had to do is miss 8 days of work.
Oh god.
Although now, since everything's online, I probably will just be like refresh.
Joey. You know, that would be. I'll have to figure
Assuming
something
that
out.
scalpers aren't, like, you know, using bots
They-
to
Yeah.
make purchases.
Oh yeah, it's like that one guy in The Simpsons. Like, listen, I already got $10 on me. Give me 30,000 tickets. And it's like, can I pay the rest later?
But like I said, I think I've.
What are you doing? Oh, you got a little runnies?
Zoomies? He's got the zoomies?
Hold on a second.
Why is Lisa breakdancing?
It's an idle animation.
Yeah, it's one of her idle animations.
I gotta get a wrench or I'm gonna lose money.
Like, how much money have you already lost from destroying trucks?
Oh wait, no, I am right where I need to be. Look at that fish.
Is that the three-eyed fish?
I think so. All right.
All right, please don't run me over.
All right. The
I'm not like that
non-apocalypse
Millhouse. Oh, we're buying a school bus?
That's what I
Yeah.
said.
Well,
Remember
and
that's
now
what I
you're
said
driving
earlier?
the school bus. Come on, the magic school bus.
Okay, let's see if I can get up here. Okay, sir, give me your truck.
Okay, so you bought a bus and now you're not going to use it?
I am gonna use it. I just
Self's got a
What are you
plan.
trying to do what?
Oh, I gotta get up there, not.
Gotta get on the bridge.
Yep. Wait, there's a card there.
That's bit.
But Millhouse is in the way, so.
Die, motherfucker.
Ah!
Nope, you lost the bus.
You know what I thought funny when we had the bus? What if it's like our Omnibus?
Oh.
No, you need somebody taller.
Braces.
The mirror. The mirror.
Wait, there's one coin I need to get. Fuck. Gotta get those coins. Give me those coins. Oh. Alright, where does this go? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Went there.
They always trying to steal me gold.
Alright, there we go. Alright, now I can jump over here. Yay! Oh, there's my bus.
I'd like to tell everybody that an 8-year-old is driving a bus. This is like the thing with the Hey Arnold movie, except that wasn't as this ridiculous. Or at least, no, the movie was ridiculous. I'm saying.
All right, let's see if. All right, I have the Krusty. Why did I want to say Krusty Krab?
Again,
Krusty
the
Burger.
Listen, Krusty the Clown is going to sue Mr. Krabs. Okay.
Notice anything about those mechanical wasps?
Yeah, they're mechanical.
They have cameras.
Right? Hate to think what they're filming.
Oh, it'll all be revealed in good time.
Yep.
So the last thing we need to see is Milhouse going through puberty.
No!
Have gone.
Yep, and there's classic Sylph.
Oh, that guy's
Having
a
a field day.
sailor.
I
There's
don't want a hamburger.
classic Self always having a field day.
No, get back here. Get back here, you motherfucker.
Someone needs
There.
to take this fucking game away from Sylph.
You look like a caveman.
Yes, you do.
Oh, hi, Lola.
I also sometimes like the NPCs stop in front of each other and just talk. This makes the game feel more lively.
Like how GTA 6 is going to be when it comes out next year.
Yeah?
It's like, when Self destroys things to get money. Gee, what does this remind me of?
Oh, like how in Legend of Zelda you destroy pots or grass to get money.
Yep. Or if it's Ocarina of Time, you just go to the pot shop and just destroy all the pots, and you get like so many rupees.
Well, I was actually making more of the reference to, like, you get, like, to you, Joey, where we, during V3, with destroying stuff.
Oh yeah, well I'm still destroying stuff. I still got to get those coins. Oh yeah, by the way, people, we gotta leave in about a minute, but yeah, we're gonna try to find out Ryoma's killer on Friday.
Oh,
We're in the middle of an
cement truck.
investigation.
Let's go.
It was Milhouse. He's the one who killed me.
Why did you kill Ryoma, Milhouse? Because Lisa said that she would date me if I did.
No, she
No, I didn't. That was a lie. I'd rather date Ralph. You choose me?
There are some episodes that paired these two together.
Oh,
I know,
plenty of
right?
times.
I
I
know
think
they
just
did a parody
no.
of Sid and Nancy.
Elliot, what are you doing under my desk?
Yeah, because Lisa likes bad boys.
I mean, they do have an interesting
Dynamic?
different word that's similar to chemistry. Just
Dynamic. That's what I said.
yeah. Thank you.
Self. I said
Like
it the
that one
first
episode that was like
The what between
like the
Lisa
time
and
loop
Nelson?
episode. Yeah.
Wait, so this is what kissing is like? Okay. The thing about huckleberries is, once you had them fresh, you'll never go back to canned. So anyway, I kicked the guy's ass. Principal Skinner leaves. Now, if the berries are too tart, I just sprinkle some confectioner sugar.
Okay, that is an awful looking green. And why are you wearing green with red shoes? Like lime green with it's almost close to your skin tone with cranberry red.
Why are we questioning people's clothing choices?
Because it looks like she's fucking wearing her skin color.
And it
Okay, so I guess Lisa or Sylph has now become the fashion police.
yeah. Oh fuck, I gotta stop.
Millhouse ain't around.
And now the consequences of being the fashion police are in full effect.
But Sylph's always getting away though.
We have to
Well, yes,
leave,
because
guys.
she's running. Because Lisa is running like Sonic in the city.
Oh, did you just call me a maniac? Oh shit, I'm a maniac. Wait. He teleported. This kid
Okay,
teleported
well,
out
this
of
is going
existence.
on. We'll see you guys Friday for V3 Killing Harmony.
Yeah.
Make sure you do the algorithm stuff because it would help us with the notoriety.
Yeah.
Like,
thumbs up.
subscribe, and hit the notification bell, guys.
Or else we're gonna send Lisa to your town and run you over and
Yeah, we don't threaten people.
In Minecraft.
Oh god, you're gonna torture people with the Minecraft movie? What have we turned this laundromat into? Bye, everybody. We're gonna have to we're gonna have a problem with HR now. Okay.
Everyone take care.